Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 57 of Krastorio. So we are working on increasing our red circuit production, and we pretty much made dedicated lines of both green circuits and electronic components for that. And then we just need to add some copper, which is pretty easy. And that should we should have planned this for a full build of red circuits then. Yeah, a full build of electronic circuits, a full build of electronic components, and a full build of copper will give us a full build of this. We just need to scale this up. So that is good. And I guess we just spaghetti this a bit. We are using our spaghetti bus, so this is the thing to do with it. Good, then we just add some copper. To that side and to this side as well. That is the correct placement, it's just hard to see when you're this far away from anything. I think we should just balance these, or prioritize the two middle belts before doing this. Where do we have a prioritizer? Right there. Good. What's this? That's not allowed. Dang it. Think. So actually we're taking half a belt here, and then we want another half belt here, so we need more prioritizing in between here. And we just add these red circuits to the bus. How many red circuits do we have over here? This is a long production line, but I think it was only supposed to make a yellow belt pad. So 48 machines, but with 1/3 being, no, sorry, yeah, 1/3 being copper cable machines, so that's 32 machines making the advanced circuits. Multiplied by 2 per craft, that's 64. Divided by 4 seconds crafting time, so that's 16 per second. Yeah, so that's only half a belt, and I guess we're using some of that already, right? Where is it? Oh, over here. Let's have a look where it goes on the belt. Back to utilities and whatever we're producing here. Blue tick. And for processing units, the first couple that we need of those. We will scale this production up as well somewhere else. But I think it's okay to just merge our old advanced circuit line with the new one. Since we are using probably most of what we were producing earlier. Let's just prioritize the new input so this build will back up so they have as much circuits available as early as possible. Good. So we basically need 60 machines, right? Four, 8. So this is 32, yes. And then we can just double that one more time. 464 in total. As the recipe makes one circuit every 2 seconds. So this should be 32 items per second, which is 2 more than the builds can carry, but it's the power of 2, so we like it automatically. Should we add some more robopods over here? Seems like that would be a good idea. Do we actually need these? Not really. Every second of them, I mean. Okay. Perfect. Let's start a new research. That has been flashing since we started. Braking force is always nice. Okay, so we have a full build of red circuits now. Do we want another full circuit then? A full build? Because we can't just copy this whole thing that is needed to produce a full build of red circuits. And for that we need a full build of copper. What is needed for these? Half a build? No, 1/4 of a build of copper, okay. Half a build of wood and a build of iron. Some plastic and some stone stuff. And a lot more stone. Yeah. That seems like a large setup to make one build of advanced circuits, but honestly I'm pretty happy with it. So, we made the advanced circuits because we need to start producing rocket parts, right? I guess we need a silo for that, but let's have a look at rocket control units. They take processing units and speed modules. And for each processing unit we need an advanced circuit and some rare metals and sulfuric acid. And for speed modules we just need red and blue red and green circuits, I think. No, green circuits and electronic components, okay. Good thing we still have electronic components on the bus then. How about the low density structure? A lot of copper, steel and plastic. Okay. And then of course there's the rocket fuel. That's gonna be the biggest pain, I think. Does our fluid bus include light oil by any chance? Nope. Should we put some light oil on there? Maybe we should. I think it is a lot easier to make rocket fuel with light oil than with hydrogen chloride, as we only need to add oxygen to it. With hydrogen chloride you needed this whole setup over here to make the hydrogen chloride. But maybe that's okay now that we set it up. And then you need a lot of machines making the rocket fuel. What do we want to research? Lab research speed 6? Sure. Seems like that will get it out of the way. So we might actually have made a lot of red circuits without a real reason. Is that true? Advanced circuits. So, no. Needed for processing units, yes. We're already making this. So it seems like we're only really gonna use it on the bus for the processing units. But hey, then we can make a full build of these. Let's just have a look at this. Used in rocket control units, used in some techs. So I actually think we do want a lot of the processing units for that reason. And that seems to be it. Then the satellites, of course, but that's a small part. So, should we just produce some more processing units? I think that's a good idea. First of all, though, let's have a look at our Coverix enrichment up here. It's actually, all of them are actually producing an overflow now, so we can go and scale that up heavily. I think we should do that first of all. Just wanna grab some concrete on the way. Oops. Oh yeah, I had a hotkey for this. Let's remember that. And let's see if we can turn at the right junction this time. Success. No, don't put the stone in there, please. Okay. Let's take all of this, all of this, all of this. Good. Let's heal up again before we do that again. Good. Oh wait, it actually needed those 40. Maybe. God dang it, don't give me that. Honestly, the radioactivity of the uranium is really annoying in this. Do the later armors give you 100% resistance to that? Radioactivity 560%, what does that mean? $680%? I have no idea what that means though. Is there any way to shield oneself from the radioactivity? Will a energy shield prevent the damage? We have the space. I think we made one as well actually, maybe. Did we not? Apparently not. Let's try and make one of these. How large is that? 2 by 2. Okay, so we can fit that in for now. Let's get some fuel in this, if we have some. We have 10. We can just steal some from a train though. How is this doing? 30? Okay. There we go. Let's get the shield in. See how this is going to do. Oh yeah, it is actually shielding. And it doesn't look like it even... Oh, I guess that's because we actually have power, so I guess this slowly drains my battery. But that's a lot easier to deal with than draining my life and flashing red all the time. I think we should just do that. So the shield was starting to flash, but I think that's okay. Lab research speed done. Do we need this quarry mineral extraction thingy to begin working on immersite? Don't think we need that until after we have gotten rockets up and running. But maybe I'm wrong and we should start researching towards this stuff. So we're ready for the next science type after we launch our first rocket. I guess we might as well. So I guess we can do this. Need some more inserters of various types. And these will just be fed by the logistics system, yes. So why is this inserter not just an filter inserter that only takes the uranium instead of this having to output some of the stone and this outputting stone? When it gets up and running, this should basically always run. So we should never be backed up on stone here. I think that would be a better idea. Come on. So can we just quick replace that? Yes, nice. Good, and then we can replace all of these. Oh, we need to set them to the uraniums. Can we drag across all this, I wonder? Let's try it. We don't fuck up the... Oh, actually, this needs to be... I'll request the uranium again. There it is. Just 4. Let's drag that across them all as well. Replace these down here as well. We need a couple more though. Good. And uraniums only. Good. Are all of these right? Yes. Good. I think this is a bit better now. And as soon as these gain a bit of a backup of uranium-235, we can start the next couple of machines. Maybe we should even start the ones that we can start now. Because why not? Oh, you need 1 extra, 2 extra. I guess now that we have replaced these with filter inserters... Oh, can't do that. We need faster input to the machine, otherwise we will have the 4 uranium in here, and then this won't run, and this will start running. Should we expand this a bit then? Up to 50 again. Even if this inserter is as fast, it still needs to insert the uranium-238 as well. But I guess it can do that between... This might be okay. Let's just replace these inserters. Let's make an upgrade plan of that though. From yellow to blue. Easy as that. And we only need these ones here. Good. Anything else? I am carrying around some uranium, I know. And it's starting to drain my shields now. Is it worse when we get more uranium in our inventory? So it's worse when I get down here? Yes. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look how we just deal with this radiation alone. Seems to be okay. What if we pick up a lot of this stuff? That drains it. Till we get rid of it again. Okay. Well, the shield is nice at least. I wasn't aware of that until now. Should we add another row of these? I guess. How is our pollution doing up here? Seems to be just fine. We should probably add some requester tests to these filters. We already have the filters from this station, so that should be okay. But I don't really care too much about it right now. Let's get rid of the researchers that will disappear first. It's just easier to see everything that's going on then. How are we doing on power? Just fine. No problems here. Should we turn off our steam power? Seems like that is producing a lot of pollution. Might actually be our main source of pollution. I guess we should. And let's remove or clean up some of this stuff. I think we still might need this. This one can go. Almost out of iron at our starting patch. Oh, one thing I forgot while I was at our nuclear stuff. Have we started this production again? No, we don't. We only have 36 fuel cells left. Let's just try and remember that. So that gets rid of the steam power somewhat soon. And we'll just have to see how the pollution evolves after that. So we're back to the bus. And of course, if I want to make processing units, I would really prefer to have them over here somewhere. But our red circuits for them is only getting on the bus here, which is a bit annoying. Is there something we need to produce first? Not for those specifically. So those are needed for the rocket control units. Should we produce rocket fuel first? That would take a good amount of space. At least to over here or something. Are we using any petroleum in this by any chance? No, it doesn't look like it. So the alternative is low density structure. Unless there's something I'm overlooking that we really should be producing down here. I'm not sure what that would be though. Oh, we can filter dirty water to get copper or stone. Instead of just burning it like we do now. So we could get some resources out of this if we wanted. That of course makes me want to bring the filters back to a centralized location where we can then get the stone or iron from, instead of having, I know we have an iron and stone depot here, but we won't have that at every station. At least I would prefer it not to have. So a few of these are getting uranium-235 now, that's nice to see. But what are we going to reduce here? I don't want to run this backwards. Will I have to though? Weren't we using this for 2 types of science? Yellow science. Oh, new next science. Let's just have a look at processing units again. I thought... Oh, it's for Matter-Tech cards, so that's later. Okie dokie. I mean, we can also just run some of this back along down here. That is also a possibility. I just really want to decide on this now, before we end this episode. I don't think we need to automate flying robot frames more than we have already. So I'm not gonna worry about those. I think we should just produce the rocket fuel, to be honest. Let's just see the footprint of some of this. We cannot fit this in here, unfortunately. That's a bit annoying. We can produce some more oxygen though in that space if we want to. That might be needed. I think we should just do that. And then we can make rocket fuel over here and then processing units up here, where we actually want them. Let's start making some more space down here as well, because then we can have more space for lines on the bus. And maybe some space for some robopods. Let's say here. Maybe we should just have a look at how much space we have here. So if we want this to be the bus, I guess this can also be the bus, or maybe it's just for power and robopods for now. That's also okay. And let's add more robopods going down from there. And remove this old stuff. and start a new research. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.